everyone. You know, today I'm going to talk about Mamdani, the new governor of New York City. The good old guy that created the problem on top of another problem on top of another problem. All he's done is created a huge trash problem. I mean, all he's done is let the trash down on the side of the roads of New York City, and the ice from that last snow is still sitting there. Now, who would vote him as a governor would have to be a stupid idiot to do something like that. Well, all I got to say is for the voters of New York, they didn't vote for him. The ones that voted for him is a pile of trash of Muslims that voted for him. And he's going to say, oh, you can't let ICE go in there and that's a violation of the Constitution. Well, the man doesn't know what the Constitution is. And if he did, he wouldn't be saying what he's trying to say. Well, the Constitution says, as per se, ICE has the rule. As from the Department of Justice, no matter what. And as for the Department of Justice, a lot of that comes from Supreme Court and the President of the United States. They call the shots. And so is the President. He calls the shots too as well. What goes around, comes around. If ICE comes in there and do what they're going to do, Mamdani has no say-so whatsoever. He's out of his jurisdiction. And as his jurisdiction, he will be removed by the Department of Justice. From what I understand so far, they're already in the process of getting him removed and deported back to where he's from originally. Mamdani is actually not a citizen of the United States whatsoever. If he was, why would somebody like him be in a place rent-free and makes about $150,000 a year? What kind of idiot would do something like that? Be rent-free and make $150,000 a year. I think this country really fall off the freaking cliff this time, especially with him, because he's not telling the truth. He's a liar, and he's more than just a liar. AOC that's trying to cover for him, she's another liar. And I don't see how some people can vote for her either. I mean, anybody that votes for them too get to be pretty damn sorry to vote for somebody like that. You just can't think you come into this country, you think socialism is going to work. Well, not these days. It never will. Socialism, all it does is create havoc, and that's what it's doing now. I said this once before, that when I saw him on TV, that he was going to be problems. And by God, he's a problem. It's like the one in New Jersey, another problem. The one that got voted in Virginia, governor, another problem. I mean, I don't know what people think about these people, saying how great they are. No, they're not great. All they want to do is take your taxes, raise it through the roof, whether it be sales tax, local tax, or whatever. That's all they're going to do is raise the tax up on all these people here. And nobody's going to pay that tax. I can guarantee you. Not even the rich person is going to pay that kind of tax. All that's going to do is drive away business and people itself. Why do you think Florida has so many people down there now? Because they left from New York to go to Florida, or someone went to Texas due to the fact of the lower taxes. And you people think that vote for these people to run as governors and mayors, you're off your rocker. I mean, you better get your head out of the sand completely, because who in this world on earth is going to pay that kind of tax and not benefit from it? You know what's going to be benefit from it is the lowlifes. The lowlife of Mamdani feeding his pocket. That's all he's doing. AOC, Alexandria Cortez, feeding her pocket. In fact, the last time I heard, she got $30 million in her personal bank account, including Jasmine Crockett. They're after her too. And after Tim Walz too. And they're also after Ilhan Omar as well. $30 million in making money off of stuff that doesn't exist. Businesses that don't exist. Fake LLCs. That's what the Bidens did. Fake LLCs. Somebody's going to get themselves in jail. I guarantee you. I see it coming. I guarantee you. You know the thing wrong with the damn Democrats these days? They're split three ways. Progressive, liberal, and the ones like John Fetterman. John Fetterman, he got it figured out. He's man smarter than you think he is. But as for Mamdani, I see no use in him as being as a governor whatsoever. And Kathy Hochul for being, Mamdani as being the mayor, I don't think so. There's something weird about this guy. And just looking at what he was trying to do, you think Fox News is going to be staying in business in New York? I don't think so. Nobody will. Maybe ABC and CBS will probably stay behind because they're sorry reporting news anyway. Everything they come out with is fake and propaganda. I mean, I've never seen them ever come out with news in the raw. Never. Not in my life. So for CBS the other day, they got themselves caught with their pants down. Well, do it again, CBS. Get caught again. Same thing for ABC. Get caught again. Mamdani, I seen that video you did with that girl. How fake can you be? If you had a heart, you'd be doing something different. Apparently, Mamdani, you ain't got no heart. The same for one for that. What's her name in Virginia? Spamberger. Oh my gosh. She sounds like hamburger to me. Then you got Gavin Newsom, which they call him Newscum. I've got another name for him. Grease monkey. Because he's got his hair full of grease. Act like he's a, what do you call it? It used to be a what's called years ago, where you get old things called grease monkey. That's what he reminds me of. That grease monkey. Because all he sticks in his hair is a load of grease. Newsom, if I was you, I'd get the grease out of your head. Because that grease is getting to your brains. That's all I got to say. And as for Tim Walz, that man should have never ran for governor in the first place. He was about as low life as you can be. And what was his net income? Nothing. And where does he get the money from to be his governor? What an idiot. My gosh. It's like, where do these people come from? I mean, I'm about as white as he is. Tim Walz. And Kamala Harris running as VP? That's a real joke. I never ever want to see that woman run again due to her word salad. I mean, I don't think anybody believes her in the first place. I sure don't. And if she did try to run again, she would lose, just like Hillary Clinton did 3 times. A woman of that type will never, ever be a president of the United States. The only one that probably would be was the ones that have a decent brain in their friggin' head. Which 90% of them, like these days, especially the liberal type, which are trying to push against ICE. Boy, I don't know what to say about them type. Psychos. Real big psychos. And I don't know. And just like that stunt Don Lemon did a while back. That man should have been persecuted. I mean, that man doesn't know what journalism is. Just goes in there with that group of people and just harasses them and picks on the people. That man should have never, ever, ever said not guilty. Oh, he's guilty. Definitely guilty. And go in and try to be goody two-shoe and they got free coffee. No. I trust that man with the beanpole. And top of it is, you got other states up there that are Democratic control. Michigan, Delaware, Maryland, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. Maine is another one. That's going to be another problem pretty soon. I guarantee you Vermont's going to be one too. All got Democratic governors. And I don't know what to say about them northern states. Yeah, I call it northern hospitality. Could you come to the south? We might kick your ass. Yeah, S.C. Saban got her butt kicked. She ain't got no money left. Serves her right. She even tried to do that crap in Texas like they did here in Georgia. That didn't pan out too well. No. But I guarantee you, Mamdani, watch out, buddy. Somebody's coming for you. It may not be me, but it's going to be the Department of Justice. I guarantee you. They're looking at you, boy. Yep. And as for the rest of these clowns, like Gavin Newsom in California, what'd y'all do with $30 billion? Where'd it go? We know where it went to. Unspecified programs that never existed. Another Minnesota. Minnesota now? It's $30 billion. Probably higher by now. Yeah, because they took all that money and funneled it out to that foreign country there in Somalia. Them, what do you call those terrorist groups? You know, the United States has been funding terrorist groups for the past several years. Well, with her being married to her so-called brother, that's a real kick winner to everybody. Yeah, I just heard today that they're about ready to take Ilhan Omar and kick her out of Congress and send her back to her country, and her brother with it. I think it should be done in the first place, because in order to be a member of Congress or a Senate or be a president of the United States, you have to be a citizen of the United States. If you ain't one, a citizen, you can't run in neither position. You can't run as a mayor, a governor, city council, I don't care what it is. You cannot run any political position in this country whatsoever if you're foreign. And just like some of those people that are teachers and stuff and for school districts, some of them didn't have no paperwork to be teaching or be a school administrator. There's something wrong with this country. I'm going to tell you what, it's going to hit the fan. And when it does, it's going to explode even more further. People are going to be finding out, like, how'd you get voted? Oh, I cheated. Yep. That's what they do. Gavin Newsom, a cheater. Mamdani, a cheater. Spamberger, a cheater. And the new one in New Jersey, another cheater. They be buying votes. That's cheating. We'll see how well it's going to go over the Department of Justice when they start checking this out. It's like Fulton County here in Georgia. Oh yeah, the FBI came in and took all them files out of there under investigation. All because of the one trying to run for governor, Rappensberger. That man will never ever be a governor. Not in my lifetime. I don't think anybody's lifetime. In fact, living in Georgia right now, ain't it worth it? People are leaving Georgia. People are leaving Columbus. Because the Hollywood industry is drying up. Because these so-called, what we got in office, the state governments. Because I know, well, Kemp, he's running against Ossoff. He should have done that a long time ago. He won when Ossoff ran the first time. He's a nitwit. He's got money stashed away. People wonder where he got it from. And Warnock's another one. Man says, well, you can't serve man and where was something like that. Man, he's supposed to be a preacher? There's something wrong with him too. $6 million in less than a year's time? Where'd he get that money from? It ain't from his pocket, but from somebody else's. Somebody's feeding him money. Well, I don't know what to say. But this whole world turns around, revolves around money all the damn time. But it's not about people that are wealthier or stuff like that that's doing this. It's the ones like the Democrats or the dirty ones. You got a few Republicans, but not many. Most of them are all Democrats. Democratic Party. And that's for these liberal women out there. Think twice about asking if a place has EBT benefits that they take it. Okay, that tells me right there, if you come into the store looking like $1 million and you're on EBT stamps, something wrong with that. And I came across that yesterday. A couple of women come in where I work out. One had blonde hair, colored woman, young girl, all decked out, asking if we take EBT. Boy, that's a real winner kick there. There goes to you. Either she work or she don't work. More likely she probably don't work. So if you're on food stamps and you're decked out with this $1 million stuff that you're wearing, You're committing fraud. There are a lot of people in this country who's committing fraud, including the Somali women in Minnesota, committing fraud. It's not no thousands of dollars. These are millions of dollars of fraud. Well, that's what I'm going to talk about for today, and I'll see you next time.